Hey, what's up, everybody? You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com. My name is Kepley. Today is July 6th, 2016. I want to just give you a little insight on a quote real quick because I think it has some significant value to the topic today that I'm shooting on. The quote comes from John Lee. He is a currency Forex trader, and he does seminars, across the globe. Teaching people about the Forex market and how to day trade currency pairs. Okay, and I think this quote is significant to today's video and what I'm going to show you with currency pairs. The quote goes like this: "You better learn the game of money, because if you don't, there's a game of money that's being played against you." Alright, and that's from John Lee. If you've never watched him, I highly recommend checking him out. He's got some great stuff on Forex and day trading currency pairs. And before I get into this video, the other thing I want to touch on real quick, and this is just my advice for beginners out there who've never played the Forex market or did any type of day trading. If you're planning on doing this, don't quit your day job. Okay, do not quit your day job, because there's a lot that goes into day trading, and unless you have serious cash flow, like I'm talking couple $100,000 or you're a millionaire, there is no need to quit your job and do this full time. Okay, that is super risky. It's like I said in a previous video before, it's 100% risk in this. It's like gambling in a way. You do have a little bit more control though, because you can use strategies in your risk management and things like trailing stop losses. You can use strategies with that, as well as technical and fundamental analysis. Okay, we won't go into all that today. I'm just going to cover the currency pairs with you and kind of explain, what you're looking at when you're buying a currency pair, and how the price ties into that. So getting started here, again, don't quit your day job. If you're somebody who's a beginner and you're actually looking at day trading the Forex market for your first time, another thing that I would highly recommend is only play with money that you can afford to lose. Okay, so make sure, and I've talked about this in a different video, there's 6 phases to financial freedom. The first phase is your security. That means you need to have enough cash on hand to cover at least 6 months to a year, okay, in expenses. You need that much cash on hand. So if you don't have that right now, I would highly recommend, saving some money first before you go in and you try to make money day trading, and you're using money that you can't afford to lose. Okay, so if you haven't watched the video on the financial freedom, I'll leave a link here for you in that, so you can go in and actually watch the video on the 6 phases to financial freedom. If you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to your security, but for the sake of keeping this video short, I'm going to move on. So for people who are just starting out on day trading currency pairs, the thing you need to know about currency pairs, guys, and this is like the #1 rule to being a day trader in Forex markets, you always want to follow the trend. Okay, so let's say you place a trade on the Euro USD currency pair, your best bet is, if the trend is going up, you want to buy. Okay, if the trend is going down, you want to sell. So always go with the trend. Alright? The second thing that you need to be aware of with currency pairs is that they stay in trends more often than they do a range. Alright, now if you're not familiar with what a range is, it's basically when your chart does something like this. It goes up and down, but it hits lows and highs that are within a range. Okay, so you kind of get a graph or a chart, in price movement that kind of just goes sideways. And that's what a range is. Now, currency pairs, though, they'll stay in trends more often than they do a range. So they're going to go either, up like this, or they'll go down. And they stay in those trends for longer periods of time. So you can definitely take advantage of this with the currency pairs and make more money that way. And the other thing that I would recommend is, if you're playing currency pairs, alright, only play with 3 to 5 currency pairs, and that's it. Okay, There's Confucius, I think, said once, if you try to catch two rabbits, you'll catch neither. All right, and that kind of goes along with, using multiple currency pairs and placing trades at the same time. If you place too many trades at the same time, your chances of, winning and getting out in a profit on all those trades is going to be reduced because you're not focused. All right, it's kind of like that quote, where focus goes, energy flows. And that's just kind of a quote or an analogy that I want to use with focusing in on your currency pairs, because if you're not focused, all right, and you're sitting down at a computer monitor and you got 3 or 4 trades going, I'm telling you right now, just from my own experience, it's awfully hard to organize your trailing stop losses if you've got manual trailing stop losses going. Okay, and not just that, but it's gonna be real hard for you to monitor those currency pairs all at the same time while they're going, and making sure that you're in a profit at all time. So my advice would be, if you're just starting out, you're new to this market, just place a couple trades. Okay, Warren Buffett's always said, if you place less trades, you're gonna increase your odds of winning. So again, only play a couple currency pairs at a time. Honestly, I would only recommend playing one at a time, just starting out. Okay, get your feet wet first before you start playing with multiple trades and multiple currency pairs all at the same time. Now the currency pairs, I can tell you this too, they all do different things. They all behave differently to market sentiment, and they all behave differently when you got things taking place like G20 summit meetings, over the weekends. They're all going to do different things. So that's why I say you only want to play with a couple currency pairs at a time. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what I did with that marker. I'm going to erase this real quick. And then I'm going to cover what the currency pairs. Actually, you'll probably see him cover the major currency pairs today. Just to keep you from getting confused here on too many currency pairs and which ones are the best. So I'm just going off my notes here just to make sure I don't miss any of the currency pairs. But I'm going to give you the ones that I use. Bad marker. So you got the Euro USD. You got the British Pound, USD, USD CHF, the USD Canadian, USD JPY. We have the Euro, British Pound, and we also have the Euro CHF. Okay? Now these are all currency pairs that I use when I'm trading. They all do different things and behave differently depending on the market sentiment and the economic environments. But what you need to know when you're playing these currency pairs, you're basically what you're buying into is a base currency and a quoted currency. Okay? Now your base currency is going to be this currency right here. This is your base currency. And this one right here is your quoted currency. Okay? Base currency, quoted currency. Now, you're going to have a price on some of these as well, and that price is going to look something like this. Where is it? You'll have a price right next to your currency, and your price will be located right here. So it's going to say GBP, the British Pound, slash USD $1.28. Okay? What this means when you're looking at that is that one British pound is the equivalent of $1.28 USD. All right. Now, when you're looking at this though, for example, we'll just use this one because this is a better currency to use to explain what I'm about to show you here. The Euro GBP. You might have a price that looks like this. Okay, so it's 85 cents. The Euro GBP or British pound. What that means is for €1, if you were to exchange €1 for the British pound, you're going to get 85 cents on the British pound. Okay? Now what does that tell you? If you're looking at currency pairs and you're looking at values when you compare one currency to another, what does that tell you? If you had €1 and you exchange that for a British pound, you're only going to get 85 cents. So that should tell you that the euro currency is stronger than the British pound. All right? Now, you really don't have to pay attention to that too much. Just watch your charts. And for the sake of confusing folks here on this video with, is this currency gaining strength to that currency, because it can get a little confusing at times. For the sake of not confusing you, all you need to do really is just look at the trend on your currency. If it's going up, okay, you're going to buy. You will buy that currency pair. All right, and if the trend's going down, you sell. This right here is going to change in price movement, but when you're looking at the price, just know that that's what it refers to, is the price on the British pound. And €1, if you were to convert it to the British pound, you'll get 85 cents in the British pound. So that's all that means. Okay. That's all I'm gonna touch on today with currency pairs, because again, we could go into a lot of detail on these, and I don't want to confuse you on any of this because it can get really complex really quick. Okay, I'm gonna shoot another video here on Friday. I've got a schedule right now that I'm shooting videos. It's every Wednesday and Friday. I'm going to try to make that happen as much as possible because I'm going to school right now and I'm working too, so I'm pretty busy with other parts of my life. So getting the videos out there, I'll keep you up to date if it becomes a problem. Okay, but I'm going to touch on economic data in a separate video. I'll go over like employment reports, retail sales, stuff like that, because that deals with like your market sentiment, and that will affect your currencies. All right. I'm also going to cover trailing stop losses, because there's such thing as a manual strategy to making sure that you end up in a profit more often than say losing your money and going into losses on your trades. So I'll cover trailing stop losses, and I'll give you a strategy that you can put together for yourself before you ever put your money on the table, so that you know exactly what to do when you start going into a profit, so you can lock in your profit and just ride it upwards in the trend, and then get out without ever having to lose money. All right, and this greatly increases your winnings and your winning trades as opposed to your losing trades. All right. If you want any more information on this, I do have a website. I'll leave the links here in the video. You can check them out. But howtoplaystock.com, that website has got 2 pages on fundamental analysis and technical analysis, and I go into explaining like interest rates and how that affects your currency values. So check that out. And if you're new to this and you're seeing this for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, guys, because I have got a lot of information on investing. Maybe Forex isn't your, what you're interested in right now, because say let's just say that you don't have your security bucket covered, okay, and you need some guidance in regards to where to put your money before you ever think about day trading. All right, that's part of what my channel's about. I've got videos on that kind of stuff. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel here, and you'll get new updated videos every week. I'm putting them out on, again, Wednesday and Fridays right now, and I'll keep you updated if that changes. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'll leave links in the description below too for the financial freedom video. And like I've said before, you need to be patient. Continue being a student, all right, because you're not a master at this. I'm not a master at it. I'm still a student, okay, and I much would rather prefer being a student rather than being a master at something, because when you're a master, you're at the very top, okay, and then you can't learn anymore. So I always try to continue learning and getting more knowledge so I can put new videos together for you guys, and like I said, be patient. It takes time. Okay, I've been doing this for almost 7 years now, and I'm still learning too. And the cool thing is with the Forex market, guys, the markets are always changing. So, just because you've been playing a currency for a few months and you've been winning big time at it, it can reverse its direction on you, overnight. Okay, and that's why you need to stay on your toes and stay up to par on your education in regards to learning, this game of money like John Lee talks about. All right? My name's Casey. You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com. These are today's investing tips. And remember, guys, income's the outcome.